this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will put total effort to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the shot. Snatches it away.
And that is a backbreaker for the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Get out to the supersonic guy. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in
really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the noise from this big crowded Happy Valley on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Hill. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Nice move to pick up yardage. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he drops the throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This offense put together a really good drive. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Watson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Watson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Goes to the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Watson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's looking at the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss and find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up 14 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Watson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Watson. An explosive player in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's 20. He's got space. He's loose. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got a man. It's Martin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. As he picks up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go to the ground. Against the clock. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body and it's picked off. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first
quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He caught it!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Down. Here's a hit. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Hill. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside. Touchdown, Mustangs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They think there's room to run to the right here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this is probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Sends it back in motion. The tight end gets his hand off on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Just when they're looking one, now up top. That's caught. It's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The inside handoff. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards.
Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times. Job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Yeah, he looks short on that play, and quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust him because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big time stop for this defense.
They'll try the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Ross. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
They went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think Jesse's...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they added their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on defense now. They'll go to the toss. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out.
They finally get him stopped, and his veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Go straight ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Green. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking the deep shot. That pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Blasted as he lets it go.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll give it to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And off to Jones. That's an old man to the goal line. And he launches into the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle.